For the first time in 12 years, we have the all-new Aston Martin Vantage. It is powered by the same V8 4-litre twin-turbo 503 horsepower that is found in the AMG GT series and 63 models. From the first visual contact, we see a beautiful looking car, a design that is typical Aston Martin, yet refined in every way to give us that aggressive impact that this new car offers. That rear end is unmistakably Aston Martin. Over to the side, we have some big, impressive wheels. Its controversial new front grille just greets you with a smirk that will leave you bellowing for more, or a subtle dislike to the conceptual flair. The new car sits 10mm taller, 100mm wider, and 100mm longer in the wheelbase. It is simply impeccable. This thing is gorgeous. And you know what? It sounds amazing too. So it's about time that we jump in and take it for a spin. My initial thoughts right now, this car seems a lot quicker than the traditional Aston Martin Vantage that we've been used to. For the first time ever, it has a sub 4 second 0 to 100 speed. Yep, that's right, 3.7 seconds 0 to 100. That's quick. And it sounds so grunty for a V8 that it is. Really, really grunty. Which is what I like. I like that. That AMG flair has been provided to this car by obviously utilizing that AMG GT engine, the same engine that you find in the GTS AMG. So 503 horsepower. That's a beast. An absolute beast of a car. And so far, I like it. It pops, crackles, and it's definitely grunty. Plenty of torque, over 600 Newton meters of torque. I like it, I really do. At last, we've got a quick Aston Martin. And that's all I wanted the whole time, all along. I was always asking for a quick Aston Martin. And the thing is, you've got to put your foot down, and then you can hear it. It's pretty quick. But overall, I can say regarding the speed, this thing is phenomenal. I like it. I can't stop saying that. Okay, these cars retail for $330,000 on roads plus options. This car here has about $380,000 worth. So all up, it's not a cheap car, but you've got awesome black and red two-tone seats with the red stitch in. We've got leather everywhere, so the whole dashboard, the doors, everything. And on the side sill, it says handcrafted by Aston Martin. So this is a hand-built car. And that's why everyone loves Aston Martin. From that flair that it produces in terms of looks, from that exhaust sound, the grunty engine, it's got it all. It basically has everything that you need for a nice, usable daily sports car. And what Aston Martin has done is they've let you know that this is a sports car. Why? Because the car starts up in sport mode, and then you can change over to sport plus and then track mode for you to downshift gears, put your foot down, and make that explosive sound out of those two tailpipes. One thing that I just didn't like, in my own opinion, right, is that those tailpipes are too small. They have to be bigger. If you're not going to have quad tailpipes, fine, have two, but make them bigger diameter. But overall, I'm liking this car. In terms of comfort, it's so comfortable. Like plenty headspace, plenty leg room. It's a cool car. It's quite cool. One thing that you notice in this newly designed cabin is a lot of the switchgear and the levers are all carried over from Mercedes-Benz. A few of the buttons look kind of similar, and with this new design here, that they've got the infotainment system from the previous generation of Mercedes-Benz. So you've got the same pad here that you can use, which is a touchpad, and a same 8-inch screen. And a lot of people don't like having, you know, too many touchscreen displays nowadays, so this car keeps it all pretty much traditional, where you have buttons all across that center console. So everything is pretty much a button. You've got a button for, there's radio, media, nav, tel, the whole lot. Even drive and neutral, reverse and park are all buttons. Suspension wise, it's very soft for the street. It's very glorious to ride in. And steering is very nice and tight, that typical Aston Martin feeling. So it's not loose, it's not light at all. It's nice and tight, so hard, with a pretty solid steering wheel. And what I like about this steering wheel is it's like it's got 4 sides to it, so it's not completely rounded. So it's got flat sides and a flat bottom. You can hold it down from this bottom here, bottom grip, so you can cruise around holding it down here, which is pretty unique for a car. But again, it's pretty much carried over from the traditional Aston Martin look, so previous steering wheels were quite similar. There's a lot of buttons on the steering wheel as well. So you've got S, which goes through Sport, Sport Plus, and then Track. And then you've got a home button, you've got a back button, telephone, you've got voice recognition buttons, and then you can adjust the suspension. So you press the suspension button, and you can go to Suspension Plus, which is obviously the track mode for the suspension, keeps the suspension tight. But being in this grunty beast right now, I feel like dropping down a gear and just pressing the accelerator. And hearing those pops and crackles on every gear change. That's awesome. That's what it's about. That is what is owning an Aston Martin. It's about being looked at, with at the same time being one of the most classiest, luxurious looking cars out there. Believe me, this thing is gorgeous. It has such an eye appeal. I love it. A lot of people really like it. The new look is definitely growing on everybody. Although it is bigger in size than the last Aston Martin, it does seem like it's a lot more compact due to the design and the way they've squished it all up, and with that rear diffuser and everything else. But look at it. With that snarling nose, that big grille at the front, how could you not like that newly designed grille? A lot of people say they dislike it, and it's a bit controversial, but in my opinion, it looks amazing. It looks so good. It's just snarling at you. It's going, here you go, I'm here, and I'm wild, because this beast really is wild. Okay, let's put the windows down and let's see if we can extract that sound. Yeah, pops. Mini gunshots on every gear change. Lift your foot off and little pops and crackles. The car farts, but that adds to the extra flair. Vantage. Don't forget that we've got the S model coming out next year. Then it talks about the AMR. This must be an awesome baseline car. Well done, Aston. It's not bad at all.